Hey everyone, uh, welcome back to. We had started, right?
Yes. Yes, I didn't do a countdown this week, sorry.
That's right. Welcome back to Deus Fault. Today we have Milkshake as Abraham, Bailey as Oberon, and Dylan as the unnamed character, as
So,
Zoe's died brutally. Um,
wow.
so, um, last session, the party had just made it across a bridge, and Garrick had decided to jump in a hole with, as there was a large spider attempting to perform a trick that he assumed he had done before with great success. Discovered that spider had spikes on top, what seemed to be to do extra damage. The party then ensued with a large battle, with this spider seemingly able to use harpoons with a large bite. Also able to manipulate its lair, knocking people off the wall if there was enough people on there. Um, Party was able to kill the spider, but with great losses, losing both Mordfell and Zeus. And the majority of the party also nearly dying as well. Garrick and Oberon being knocked down. Um, Abraham is the last man standing in that regard, as long as with Rain, who both are on 1 HP, if I'm not mistaken. Um, and have Abraham. We'll do the rest as RP. Everyone good to go?
Yep.
Do
Yeah.
you want me to RP being asleep?
Yes, please. Okay.
No, don't stop.
Firstly,
I haven't.
we're gonna RP the what happens upon death, as we have done this every time. Zois,
Yes.
you, as a last memory, remember this large kind of black carapace spider jumping at you, biting down with its large fangs, and you collapse in pain, and that's all you can remember. And during this, you find yourself drifting out of your body and seemingly going to a kind of a void. It seems quite dreamy to begin with. And then you're rocked by a scream. A dark figure you see in the void above you, seemingly looking like they're being ripped apart in and out. But you notice something different, something a bit more concerning at the time. As you are drifting upwards, you see a large web. Seems to be kind of made of a fine but translucent um, quality. Doesn't seem real. And to your right, you see Mordfell rising with you. He managed to get past the webs with kind of an ease. It seemed like the webs were trying to avoid him in that regard. But yourself, you are caught. You find yourself stuck in your soul against stuck in this web, wanting to rise but you cannot. And as you land, you see a flurry of movement. Small, kind of white, translucent spiders start scurrying towards you, start biting you, start taking parts out of you. Not flesh nor something, but you feel something of yours start to lose. You think your intelligence start to go down. It's more pain than you've ever suffered. And as you start seeing these first spiders start to take bites out of you, you see them kind of ponder and stop for a moment, seemingly confused. And you see them scurry away. Yourself is still trapped in this webs. And a larger spider starts taking a few steps towards you. Probably about 20 foot tall, 20 foot wide. This one's similar in their translucent effect, but seems to be not as solid in a way. Like it seems to be kind of. You notice that parts seem to kind of want to come off and then come back on. It's strange. You, the spider comes over to you, not biting, not attacking, but seeming to peer into you and looking deep into your soul. We should then jump back to Abraham. Abraham, this is the few seconds directly after your fight. You see most of your companions are down on the floor. You see Rain is standing up, but seemingly leaning on her spear just to try and get some breath. She seems like she's completely exhausted from this fight. Rain looks at you, and she knows she can't communicate with you at all, especially with Abraham being down, with Oldman being down and Wardfell being dead. So, points upwards in a attempt to communicate with you and starts grappling upwards. And you are left standing in the middle of this pit. What is your initial thoughts at the second?
Good chat, good
Cool.
chat.
Cool.
Milkshake.
Well, didn't you say I was unconscious?
No.
I'm unconscious.
Well, my initial thoughts is he's gonna die. And it's
Who's
all
going to
my
die, sorry?
fault.
Did you say she's going to die?
Yes. And it's all my fault.
You hear a voice. Kind of a feminine voice, but quite echoey. Well, not necessarily all your fault. You cannot tell the direction of said voice.
Judge Red reveals Abraham as he know where the voice came from. He heard he recognizes the voice, he's sure. 'Cause he heard this earlier.
It's a sad fate, but one quite common down here below. It's kind of a shame, to be honest, but oh well. You might be able to prevent one of these. If you so desire.
Continue.
There's a friend of yours, the small green one, Zois, I believe his name is. We've come to a sort of an arrangement. Now, I can't do all the legwork. His body, I would require it. And I presume you know where you would have to bring it.
I'd have to bring it all the way to the bottom.
Indeed.
But
Eh? Oh, sorry.
for you to do something like that, you're obviously going to want something in return.
From yourself? No. There is no financial nor material obligation to bring you below. It is consider it a favour to bring back Zois. And it's on Zois's part that the favour will be fulfilled.
You
Now.
know what? Oh, come on.
You will presumably need a place to rest. You need to have your strength back if you were to try doing this adventure.
That
In I can offer this as a olive branch. I believe that is the phrase I've think you guys use. Can I have from yourself let's check what it is. I think it's a wisdom save.
now then, I can't remember from last time. Can I use IRL dice, or would you prefer me to use D&D Beyond?
That's entirely your preference.
I would like to use IRL dice, but I'm going to use the magic dice of Fallout dice, which
Hey!
Oh
My second.
no. Oh no.
What
Now
are we
then,
rolling for? So I was getting Jeff cakes.
I'm doing a wisdom saving throw,
Oh.
and just for the people that are in the chat, my Fallout dice are very special in the sense that they
I'm
are very
deeply
Fallout-like
cursed.
as being unlucky for me. But for some reason, I love them.
I think it's because you have one of these problems where you like being hurt.
He's a masochist.
That's the one.
He's a masochist. He loves it.
I love it.
That's why I enjoyed the campaign. That's how I convinced him.
It is true.
Well, yeah, you know, when he heard Luca was the dungeon master.
Oh, okay. 18 plus 6. 24.
He joined the call. Wait, this is D&D? Oh.
I got a very, very good roll.
What was it?
I'm surprised. 18 plus 6, 24.
24. 24 succeeds. Close. No. Oh.
Close worries me.
You kind of hear a slight kind of mouse click, and kind of an annoyance. A shame. But Timothy, I offer this as an olive branch. There is a entrance hidden behind my granddaughter's web. You could see it on the east side of the wall. It requires a bit of a close look to find it, though. In there, if you desire, you could rest. And you will not be harmed, at least for a while.
Thank you for the offer. We shall consider it. And may Arich be praised.
Ooh. Weird to hear that name again. Most spiders down here wouldn't enjoy it.
You aren't like most spiders.
Well, that's true. I am need to concentrate my efforts elsewhere. There seems to be a flurry of movement throughout the caverns, and I need to keep track of them. But I wish you all the luck. Your party might give some spice of life to this little ravine we live.
That may be the case, or I may just become fungus.
Yes, that's, well, it's how I'm talking to you.
Yes,
And
I get that.
she goes quiet. You know the rules what I've told you so far.
Yeah.
As you are standing in silence, there's a significant other thing you notice. Your heart. You normally have adrenaline pumping after a fight. Normally you feel a bit tired, but it's still pumping. It's still pumping quite irregularly.
Yeah.
And you feel a wave of tiredness kind of flowing over you. Just as you're realizing this emotions, you hear a shouting from up above. It sounds like you can hear Rain shouting in her common language, and you'd hear someone speaking common back to her. Um, Dylan,
Oh,
you you see an individual that looks to be completely fucked up, like kind of leather kind of clothes seem to be torn. She's holding a spear, seeming to have a weird contraption on her right arm, and has a spider on her head. She seems to be shouting at you, standing over the body of a dead elf.
dear God. Okay. So, like, okay, I just look at her and go, "Hey, what the fuck do you think you're doing in here then?"
She screams back. But not, she more talks back. You can't understand her. You can't understand a single fucking word she's saying.
I don't know what you're saying, love. Carmen, do you fucking speak it?
You say something back.
I'm just gonna.
You don't understand it.
Um,
This is what you're hearing in the second, by the way, Abraham.
Abraham's going to shout, but quite meekly, because he's just he's leveling. Have I just gained level 2 exhaustion, by the way?
You are level 1
I
exhaustion.
know I'm just level 1. Okay. I'm literally going to shout. I can understand you as loud as I possibly can.
Do I
You
know
hear
where
from
that's
down the
come
pit,
from?
which you cannot. You can like. You see there's the entrance of a pit in front of you. It looks pitch black. You cannot see shit in there, and you're standing probably about 10 feet away from Rain. Like, she's 10 feet in front of you,
Okay.
between you and the pit.
I'm just gonna walk towards the pit and slightly away from her, so I don't like bother her.
She's not attacking you, but she does have a spear out, and she's very much standing over the body of Erilyn. She looks like
Okay.
she's protecting it.
And I'm just gonna look. I just go. I guess a fucking dozy cow. Just ignore me for a minute. I'm just gonna go and find out who this man is. I look over the pit. I go, "Hello down there."
I'm going to go cast light on my hand so he can see me from down here, and say, a little help would be very grateful right now.
You can't see a hell image as he turns the light on.
Oh dear God.
You you see surrounding him are two bodies. You see, no, sorry, four seeming bodies and a huge fucking spider, bigger than you've seen, with a pitch black carapace.
I just look down. Just go, "Oh, for the love of God!" and I vomit straight down into the pit because I've never fucking seen anything like that. And then,
Yeah.
after I vomit, then.
Abraham, you see vomit. I imagine what? How many feet of vision you got? You got 60 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sees it way too late.
But no, he wouldn't see the vomit starting. All he's hearing from a voice is from above, and then he just sees a vomit come down 60 feet above.
Okay, now we've got to work out: can vomit travel faster than sound?
No.
So he's seen the vomit, then heard me retch.
I'll be the other way around. Vomit. You heard the retch, and then you see the vomit.
Can Abraham take a dodge action?
It wouldn't land on you. Like, I think you were standing in.
It's just it's landing near you, but not.
Does it land on Poison Mornfell?
They were by the wall, so possibly, and I think they were on the right
to roll.
before that.
Going to roll for accuracy.
Nah, it's fine. I'm just gonna say that happens.
Oh no.
I'm then going to, because when I say I'm practically out of spell slots, I have nothing. Wait, can I go and I know that his voice is dead, but something's going on, so I know not to touch his body at this second. I'd like to go to
Sure.
Mordfell. I don't think I know Mordfell's dead, do I? No, yes, I
You
do. 'Cause
wouldn't.
I cast a thingy on it, didn't I? And it failed.
Yes.
So I do know with Mordfell's dead. I go up to Garrick, and I go up to my fucking throat's dying. I go up to
Revive
Garrick, and I go
fucking
to
Garrett
Aura.
before Auburn. I'm gonna
Say
punch you. If you revive Garrett before you revived Auburn, I was gonna punch you.
I'm just saying what Abraham would do. And the last spells and Abraham's got, he's going to cast Cure Wounds. So what you can do is, because both of you are on 0, only Bailey can because he's here. You get 8 plus 3 because you're on 0, so you get max healing.
So Oberon, you are up with 11 health. Your eyes open. You see.
I imagine my eyes open. I'm just like, my dad.
Has it finally happened?
I look around. Oh.
Abraham just gives him a light smile with the injuries Abraham has and the permanent ones he sustained. He literally says, "Oh, bro."
Like really slowly getting to my feet. It's like, everywhere hurts.
I understand as I'm holding my stomach again. Once again.
I reach into my jacket and I pass you a little flask. Drink.
I drink.
So it's a fancy healing potion. It's one of my special boys. I want to say it's 2d4 plus 4, but that might be wrong. Experimental elixir. Healing. Yeah, 2d4 plus 4.
Okay. That's a 1. That's a 1. For fuck's sake!
Oh,
You look to be in a really bad way, Abraham. Take another.
please drink more.
So I'm now on 7 HP, which is good. It's better than the 1 HP I was on.
I will give you a second one.
Okay. Let me... A 2. And a
Oh,
1.
are you
For
still
fuck's
rolling the
sake!
fucking Fallout dice?
No, I'm using a nice dice.
Right, go back to the Fallout dice.
Okay, so. At least-
Swear,
yeah, I
fucking
can-
anything practical, Milkshake is the least luckiest roller in the world.
Okay, I'm on 15 HP.
That's better than 1.
It's better than 1. I'll accept it. I turn to Auron, and I say, Auron, I don't know what I can say to you without it being heard. So do you have in your backpack some paper?
I'm just very confused. I've got to be honest with you, Abraham. The only one who has paper is probably up there. And I point upwards.
You probably hear you do hear Rain still talking to something. Like you hear Rain talking up above you.
Oh, by the way,
I'll shout in Elvis. Rain, why are you up there?
I was getting Erlen. There's someone up here.
There is someone up there. Okay, Abraham.
Sorry, I had an important thing. Rain is dealing with someone that can speak common, weirdly enough.
Huh?
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. And so I have said down here, and I think he threw up on me. I pass over on a water skin, and I just say, even though you've been gone a short time, and when I say a very short time, I mean a short time, because you weren't unconscious for long. There's a lot I need to talk to you about.
I reckon with that, Oberon's sort of looking around, like, I'm noticing we're missing a few people. And he looks over at the spider. And I imagine he can just see Mordfel's crumpled body, and I think Zoyce is probably behind the spider from where he is. And he just
I think they actually died. I think they died basically arm in arm, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Me and Maud fell on me and the spider.
You and Maud fell.
Well, Mordfel came over to try and help Zoyce, and then it just went bad. It was a fucking horrible fight.
It was.
It was perfect.
Not for us.
From a DM's perspective, it was great.
It was
Yeah,
a good
but
fight. It just
mechanically
went so
perfect.
badly for us. And I imagine, yeah, Oberon would just lock eyes with Abraham, nod. Like, I'm gonna go and make sure that this person's not trying to do something to Erlen's body. I'll be back in a moment. And I guess I'm gonna... I'm gonna climb my ass up this ravine again.
So, you do get to the top of the ravine. You see you see Rain is basically standing over Erlen's body in a kind of defensive position. Rain looks fucked. Like, you know, she was looking as bad as Abraham was when when you saw him when you woke up. And she's pointing a spear at someone you can see. Why don't you describe your character, Dylan?
Oh, well, you would see in front of Rain where she's pointing the spear a short little halfling, a stout halfling to be precise, who is wearing it's like a tight-fitting leather. It's not that sexy, but he has an ungodly amount of rings and chains. He's blinged up to high heaven. Like, he is like the coolest fucking dude you've ever seen. Straight up.
I reckon Oberon gets to the top, looks at this thing, just lets out a deep sigh.
I'll look at Orvin and I go, what the fuck's wrong with you? You were the one that was speaking fucking common to me.
I'm sorry, but do you actually speak common?
What
I was told
the
someone
fuck
up
do you
here
mean?
speaks common.
This is fucking common. What are you fucking trying to say? Like,
I start speaking to him in halfling.
I started Irish after Liverpool. Oh, I started speaking in Irish, and then it just rapidly became Scouse. So he was meant to be Irish, but now he's a Scouse.
Excellent. Why are you here?
I could ask you the same
I'm
fucking
like
question.
holding my ribs. Currently dying, it would appear. But anyway, I asked you first. Answer the damn question.
Cross my arms and I'll just look at him and be like, it doesn't work like that around here, laddie.
No, it works by getting murdered by spiders, so if you don't hurry up and tell me, I will bring them this way.
I just go, well, fair play, can't argue with that. My name is Emerald. Emerald Glambor. And that is all I'll tell you. So what's your name?
I'm just looking at him with just disdain. It's just like his first sort of impression of this person is the exact kind of person he hates the most.
Brilliant. So what's your name?
My name? I'm Oberon. And I'm in a cave. Dying.
Oh,
So why are you here?
nah, that's personal business, my friend. I won't be telling you that.
I just look at Rain. And I speak in Elvish. He's really stupid.
I'm just gonna start. Whoa, what the fuck was that? What are you saying? What are you saying?
I'm translating what you're saying to her. So that she doesn't run you through with the pointy stick.
Oh, what's my intelligence? I nod. Okay, okay, that sounds legit. Yeah, that seems legit.
She looks at you. A weird cast kind of follows you around, doesn't it?
Please don't pin this on me. All I wanted was to live in my little village, happy and alone, with my family. Then they got stolen, and here the fuck I am, 500 odd feet underground, getting murdered by giant spiders. What a time to be alive.
Did you say that out loud?
I'd probably say it in Elvish to Rain.
You do see her kind of look a bit downcast with that one.
Oh god, you paint a lovely picture.
I just look back at this halfling. Like, so anyway, are you headed down? Because we're headed down.
Maybe I'm headed in the same direction as you.
Is that a yes or a
I've
no?
turned Welsh. What the fuck am I doing?
Stop
I'll look at him.
speaking in non-absolutes. We only do absolutes here.
This
Yes
is
or
part of
no?
my character. He just has no accent. He is a man of many accents. I'll look at Auburn. I'll look at. Well, I don't know Rain's name. I'll just look at her and I'll just go. For now, I'm going down. Yes.
Rain looks at you, Auburn.
Okay, Rain, you're going to have to stop me from killing this person. It's gonna happen at some point. It's gonna happen. He's just like rubbing his temples. Excellent. And I jump off the cliff and start grappling down.
Oh,
not literally just.
Just suicide.
I try and make it look like I've done that to him, but I'm gonna start grappling down. And then I'll realise what I've done. I'll pop my head back up, like Rain. I'll bring Abraham back up, and we'll get Erlen down in a moment. And if you could just hold post here for a second, that'd be fantastic. And I start going back down.
He just takes her thumb up to you. It's like she was about to say, "Can you please help me?"
Just gonna look. I'm gonna stand there bewildered and just look around and be like, just look at Rain, look at the body underneath her, look at Rain, and it's gonna go. Well, you come here often.
What?
She keeps answering you, but you can't understand it.
Is she actually answering me?
Yeah, she keeps talking back to you. You just don't know what she's saying.
I'll
No
just
one
look
does.
at-
You just
I'll
don't
just-
like something undercommon.
I'll just look at her and I'll just nod and go, ah, yes, classic. Okay, cool. Me too. Me too. Nice weather, eh?
She kind of sticks her hands up and sighs. That she's kind of exasperated.
I just nod. This guy, yes, I hate the rain too.
She is no fun. I mean, she can't understand you.
Did she respond to me saying rain because that's her name?
Yeah, no. I imagine not.
Aw.
Because Rain is what her name is in Elvish and Undercommon. It might be different,
Oh, okay.
spoken
yeah,
in
the translation
fucking
is
common.
different. Oh, that's quite funny. Actually, okay. Alright, I'll just stand here and wait then, I guess. I mean, I'll jump down. Fuck it.
Sorry.
I'll jump down.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm going to do a sick acrobatics thing and grip onto the wall and shit. But I'm going to jump down.
You just got to jump down. Or-
Yeah, with intent
what
of
are you-
holding onto the wall. I'm not just going to jump into space.
Okay. Can I have an acrobatics check?
You can, my lord. I'm rolling manual dice.
Come on, let's have a nat one and immediately lose your new character.
I have a backup. We got a 15 plus 7 is 22, I believe.
I'd say with a 22, you're able to kind of do a cartwheel when you kind of just drop down to the side, grab onto the rocks.
Yeah,
I think you're a thief, so you've got a climbing speed.
I do.
I think you got 30 feet, if I'm remember correctly.
Bear with me. It's somewhere. I've seen it before. Where is it?
I think it's second story something. Or Rain. Oh, not Reinhardt. That's a very different character.
Second story work. Climbing no longer costs you extra movement when you make a running jump. The distance increases by plus 4 feet. So I think it's my normal movement speed,
Okay.
which is 35 feet. So I guess it's like a quick scurry. I scurry down.
Yeah. It takes you probably about 12 seconds-ish. Just put a bit more of the time on. I hate this good into repose.
When I get to the bottom, I want to make an overly exaggerated flourish of a landing.
Yeah, that's it. Have you got dark vision?
I don't think so.
Does halflings have dark vision? I don't think they do they?
It doesn't say I have it.
It'll be
anywhere.
under senses if you do.
No, I don't. No.
You are standing in light because Abraham did cast
Abraham,
light in
yeah,
the
of
area.
course.
Hello.
Yeah, Abraham, you see this halfling come basically down the wall.
I gently, while still clutching my stomach because I have issues. It's heart and stomach issues, isn't it? I've got currently.
So the stomach issues are quite minor. Basically, you have a slight bit of nausea.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
heart,
That
the
got
heart is the more.
done with magic healing, right? He had 2 potions.
Oh yeah, then that's gone. It's just the heart now.
Oh, well, I'm no longer clutching my stomach, but I am panting for breath.
Just gonna look up at Abraham, because obviously you're massive compared to me. I go,
Yeah.
well, aren't you just the biggest boy I've ever seen? Jesus Christ.
I reached out a hand to shake his hand and said, and I asked for his name.
I'll eye up your hand suspiciously, then very tentatively take it. I'll say, I am Emerant. And you...
Abraham.
Ah. Are you the one I was speaking to initially?
Yes, as you can see, things haven't gone to plan. We're all kind of bored.
Just look
Abraham
around.
just says it like point blank, like normally Abraham like tries to pussyfoot around something like that. He's tired. He has fungus in his head. His heart hurts.
He is tired. He has fungus in his head. His heart hurts. Such a
That's it.
sad story.
And no spells.
I'm just
Right,
gonna
that was-
look around at the scene before me of dead people and dead spiders and just be like, oh yes. Well, it appears that you have made a bit of a fucking trouble here, hasn't it?
Yes. I'm gonna turn to Zois's body. How bad does it look?
Dory doesn't look terrible. Like, you know, it's got a few marks. It's got a huge bite mark, but it's not as though it's got any organs damage or anything.
Okay.
Actually, did Zoi's rolled for something last time? I can't remember if he had something wrong with him.
Oh, I don't think he did.
I think
No.
I never actually. No, I think I did, but then someone gave me a healing potion at some point or
It was-
something
it was-
stupid.
It was after you left.
Oh, okay, I
You,
don't know.
you,
Then.
you got down several times.
Oh dear.
I don't think any one
Sure.
person went down once.
I know Abraham just got unlucky with the fucking saves.
Well, Abraham was up and down like a fucking yo-yo.
Yes. Abraham's never been so close to the light apart from when he went to it. Yeah, so
Except that one time.
that's what I said.
Oh.
That one time in the shepherd's flock. Yeah, I'd like to go up to like Zois's body and just like I've got a blanket. I'd like to wrap him up with a blanket
Okay.
and like pick him up with one arm, like put him on my shoulder.
Yeah.
And
I'd say, by the way, just for sake of, you know how Aerodin is only being able to be picked up by Garrick / Abraham, anyone could hold Zoi's. Zoi's is kind of a small fucking thing, aside from, I guess, Dinner's new character. What's your
and then-
strength looking like, by the way? I can't remember your fucking name. What is it again?
Me,
Yes,
Emerance.
Emerance. Okay.
My strength is +1. It's 13.
Yeah, I'd say you probably could carry Zoi's as well.
He's literally stronger than me.
The most hench halfling you've ever seen.
All right. What else is everyone doing?
I was going to say I was going to go up to Mordfell and I was going to check his body to see if there's anything useful and take his grappling hook.
Yeah, I imagine while you're doing that, you just hit. I'm not built for climbing. As I reach the bottom of the wall, it's like, and I just sort of sit down. I hate this place.
On Mordfell, let me just double check your sheets. The big thing you would find would be his amulet.
And then you just hear Auburn say, "Oh fuck, I forgot to get some paper." Oh.
No, don't look at Erlen. Look at Mordfell.
The fuck is
Paid by a
this?
bitch. When-
The fuck is this? Just start there.
You'd find on him a rapier.
Mhm.
I mean, you can look at his you can look at his character sheets because it's the easier way of me doing this.
I know, but this was fun. Well, his voice of Mordfell, there he is. View profile. No, that wasn't what I was to do. View sheet. An amulet of silver tongues.
You're joking? He had a potion of healing on him.
Okay. I'm going to 100% take the amulet of silver tongues.
Sure. Okay.
I'm going to take.
You should be able to find that in your thing. If you've turned on the homebrew thing on your character, I presume you have because you've got the bone saw, which is homebrew.
Yeah.
So you can you can put that into your inventory.
Well, I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it to a fucking Oberon.
Right, I mean, once Aubrun's caught his breath, he'll come over. He'll start rifling through Mordfell's pockets as well.
Yeah. Well, I'll just go over. I'll just go over him. I'll literally just go and pass this to you. So this is probably one of the best things we have found. If, in all honesty, I wish I knew he had this earlier. I'll pass it to you.
You wouldn't actually know the stats on this thing. You just know it's the amulet of silver tongues. So like it looks like
A tongue.
like a kind of a pair of lips with a tongue coming out, and it's made out of kind of a silverish metal. You don't know the properties of it yet.
Just looking at that, it's one of the ugliest amulets I've ever seen.
You
What
want
the
it?
fuck? I'll take it.
Abraham will keep that potion of healing. Abraham will keep.
Does this thing need attunement?
Yes.
The amulet, yes.
Cool.
This was made expressly in
got
mind for Mordfell.
Has he got any money on him?
He hasn't got any money on it.
Bastard. What a shit merchant.
Oh my god.
And I'm going to not put anything else on Mordfell's body as my phone goes off. And I'm then going to have a look at the spider.
Spider? Give me a investigation check.
Oh shit! Yes, 19 plus 5, 24.
24? So,
Oh,
on the spider itself, you see that the spider seems to have this kind of hard-tack surface on top. From what you can gather, it's not part of its carapace. The pitch, like the kind of the black texture. It seems to be something that like looks like it's kind of made out of webs and a kind of goop. And inside, you notice that there are these kind of harpoons which can fire out. They look like the kind of basic kind of rock spikes that's been kind of like melded together with the goop, like kind of to make the right shape, which have got strings attached to them. That's how its firing mechanism works. On the spider itself, you probably could get its poison out. If you were to spend some time, you suspect that not much else really could be useful here. like, you know, unless you wanted to like log around for the meat, essentially.
Okay, well, I look at Oberon and I say, so, we have this cat, blah, 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 catipus thingamajig here. That the spider had, she's just shoot the spikes. And could you use the poison of this spider?
Probably, one way or another.
Would you?
You would hear at this stage, by the way, an elvish voice come from above. Probably directed more towards you, Oberon. It's like, can you please send Abraham
That's
up?
literally what I was about to do. It's like, as I'm about to go. But while I do that, you should probably go and go, help me! Yes, Ray. You can help Ray.
I'm going to use Mordfel's climbing gear and my climbing gear. Do you like so I've got one on each arm?
Looks like a really bad version of Whiplash from Iron Man.
Yes.
It doesn't increase your speed in any regard, but it does look weird.
And I'm going to go up, and I need to go to the toilet again. My stomach's bad.
Sure.
I apologise for this, so I may be a while.
No one stand under him while he's climbing.
Yes.
Oh, dear.
Bailey or Dylan, would you like
Hello.
to play me while I just go to the toilet? Because it'll be 15-20 minutes.
I will lovingly hand that to you, Bailey.
Oh, cool. I'll just play everybody. Luca, it's just me and you playing D&D.
Sorry.
No, I mean, Dylan can take it.
Dylan's taking it.
Looking at you, Dylan.
Hello.
So
It's fine, I've got
so-
it. We probably won't need you.
Stop
Need
her.
your sheet anyway. Okay. So, yeah, I suppose I'll just start squeezing its fangs. Question mark?
Yeah. With the investigation check, you know, you kind of the artificer tools and everything you have. It's not hard to do. Do you have any vials?
I do for my potions.
Perfect. Put in.
Let me just check how many I've got. I bought 12 ages ago, but I'm using some of them. I have got 5.
Put it in one. Give one vial and call it the poison or the trapper. I'll give you the stats later.
Whole beans. I'll just add it as a custom thing for the time being. Poison of the trapper.
I bought a bunch of food yesterday. I don't know where it's gone.
Is it under your chair?
Which I think. No, I think I lost it all because I was looking for my headphones.
Poison of
You know when you kind of like at one stage, it's like just throw everything up. It's like, no, where is it?
Add item. Equipment. Cool. Well, I think on that, if I've taken some of this poison, is there where
As you're,
is
sorry.
is this where we are on the map?
Look at the maps. Yes.
Okay. There's no visible way out down here, is there?
I was supposed to put one, but
Okay.
you do know because now you're playing Abraham. Obviously, there was that whole thing I was telling Abraham. You do know that Abraham was told about something to the eastern side, to the right side of the wall. I won't make you do a whole fucking thing. Basically, if you look for it, you can probably find it.
I mean, I assume Aubrun would shout, "There's no way out down here. Let's head back up," and then Abraham shouts down.
Yes. I'd say by now, by the way, Abraham probably brings down Aaron's body. I'm not going to do this whole,
There's no challenge, right? I mean, if he's spending some time doing that, I'll probably sit with this amulet for a bit and try and attune to it.
Sure. It takes. It's a short rest, I believe, to do so. So it would take half an hour to an hour.
I mean, I'm happy to sit here for half an hour, honestly. I would imagine that Garrick is also happy to do that.
Abraham comes down, or probably puts down, probably goes and checks over the wall. I'm just going to say, sake of my mental. Checks out the wall, and he finds a hidden door there, which seems like it could be pulled open. Revealing kind of a smallish room. Is anyone wanting to investigate said room?
Sorry, did we do the short rest?
Not yet, just what because it would
okay,
take
that's
Abraham
fine.
probably about Not just for sake of
No, that's
seconds. It probably. Would anyone like to do investigate said room?
Yes, I'll have a little. I'll poke my nose in and have a little look around.
I'll join you on that.
Oop. I got a
Okay,
13.
So I need to roll investigation.
yes.
Ka-chow! 9. I have a -1.
Inside said room, it kind of looks old. Like, as the room is open, you kind of get that smell of like this room has been sealed for fucking centuries. You guys have wandered through areas so old as this,
Smells
but
like someone I used to know. Bonzu by name.
you see in this room a skeleton. Looks like kind of it looks very old. We don't really know how old it is, but it's kind of tucked against the
Imagine
wall.
seeing that
Inside,
Oberon instinctively. It's like, so he's not. Yep. And he catches himself.
You'd also notice that this room's kind of got a layer of kind of moss instead of fungus in here. You'd think it would make it quite comfortable, kind of just to lay down on. This skeleton has a cloak on that seemingly doesn't seem worn at all, and is holding a spear.
Okay, so I'm gonna very tentatively step in, like really slowly shuffling as if anything could be a pressure plate, and I'll head over to the skeleton and have a look at the stuff it's holding.
Sure. So let me just get the descriptions of this again. Sorry. I don't remember what the fuck this name is.
It's Papa Jeff.
That's the one. Okay.
Is it Papa Jeff?
You find Jeff. You find a cloak. Looks very fine. It's made of black silk interwoven with silvery threads.
I'm assuming with Auberon's sort of understanding of magic that it's probably magical.
You would assume so. The fact that it's not worn at all.
The fact it's not fucked in this damp hole.
As I say, you also find.
What sort of condition did the spear look in? Did the spear look alright?
No. What you would see is a silvery kind of snake with emerald eyes that is wrapped around the forearm of the skeleton.
That's weird. I mean, yeah, I'll have a close look at that as well. In fact,
Yeah, it just looks like a statue. It looks
I'm
just
gonna
like
tell everybody to sort of stay back just in case for a moment, and I'm gonna spend 10 minutes casting Detect Magic.
Okay. You'd find that both items have an enchantment spell on them. For the sake of ease.
But no other magic in the room. Besides this.
Let me just have a think before I say no. No. This room looks like it literally was kind of, as I say, a small kind of cave in. You think there's some water, like the walls, the floor's a bit wet, so that's why it's got the moss, but not majorly anything aggressive or anything like that, or anything else magical.
Okay, well, I'll probably pick up the cloak and the wristband, I guess. Armband.
And you're a cut no.
Hey, double curse, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, both come off easily.
Okay, cool. And I'll just sort of stow them for the time being. Look around. I guess we'll make camp here, because we ain't moving. I don't know about you. Look okay, Emerance. You're new here. We almost died. Twice.
Okay. So, really wish Milkshake was here, but I can appreciate why he's not.
That's right, get him on the WhatsApp call. I'm sure he'd love that.
Just hear the spurts.
I hope he's not watching while he's gone. Ooh.
It's the echo. No!
Just hear him shout, "Fuck off!" distantly from down the hall.
Mad.
So, does everyone want to take a short rest?
Sure.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm of a mind that we stay here until we can take a long rest.
Your entire preference. If you want to, we can do that.
Because Abraham's got no spells, I've got no spells.
I don't have spells at all.
Garrick doesn't have any spells.
Does Garrick have any rages? When does he get them back?
I have no
He gets them
clue.
back on a long rest. He's still got 2, so he'd be alright.
Are you sure? Is that on his D&D Beyond character, or is that on his Foundry one?
Oh, true. I don't think I can look at his Foundry on, can I?
Let me have a look. Where is Rages? 2 out of 4.
Yeah, I think he's set it up to. Well, no, because that was the first session he's been here for a few, isn't it?
Oh, that's why. Yes. But everyone's now not ghost, so that will be an issue in the future.
Well, yeah, and I mean, everyone besides Emerance again is under 20 HP currently, so we're pretty fucked. Oh, what do we do?
Tire preference?
I mean, how long do we have until we can long rest again?
12 hours. And I believe we had it set basically, it was around 1-ish. Sorry, around 12-ish that you
I thought
guys
it was
could then
around
long rest again.
9. Oh, bloody hell, I feel like we've had this discussion every time for the last few sessions. We probably should have written it down somewhere.
I think, because you guys woke up at 6, that was a distinctive thing. So it'll be till 6 AM and then you can take your long rest again.
Well, no,
Like, so that, like,
finish
if
it-
you finish
you finish a long
at
rest
6
that,
AM.
so it's at 10 we can do ours because a long rest is
Yes.
8 hours. That was it.
Yeah.
Okay. The other thing, do we remember what day Erlen actually died on? Was it 2 days ago or one
you never
day?
knew. You guys would have been 1 day ago at this stage.
Okay, that's fine then. I think I'm voting for we stay here and have a long rest.
Sure.
What does Emerance think?
Yeah.
Was that sorry?
What does everyone think?
About what?
Should we stay here until we can long rest, or should we have a short rest?
I mean, Emerald isn't bothered because he has nothing to rest for. He's pretty chill, so it's up to you guys. He's happy to do
I
the
guess we're long
majority's
resting.
plan. Yeah.
Well, the majority is me. Because I'm
So there we
currently
go.
I'm
It's all
me
good.
and Abraham, but I don't want to just say yes, we're having a long rest.
Yeah, it's fine then. We'll do that.
So I'm technically Garrick as well.
Amazing.
Sticks his hand up 3 times.
I'm like a fucking Pokemon trainer right now.
So are we fast forwarding to long rest then?
What's this? This is just a room, right? There's no other path coming out of
Stinky,
it
musty room.
besides the way we came.
This room itself, no.
Okay.
By the way, you would have seen like you would have to break through it, but you think on the floor outside, you think there was another path, like in the actual main center, which is where the torch would have
Right,
fallen
but
through.
it was like covered, was it?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh dear. Yeah, I think we should hang out here for a bit.
Ew. Did we thrift all the stuff on that skeleton or not?
Yes, I've got it
Yes.
sewed currently.
Brilliant.
Is anyone wanting to attune to anything?
I will at first attune to the amulet of silver tongues.
Cool. You see that the amulet has the abilities it has.
Fantastic. Pop that on. Would it be possible for me to not attune to them, but spend time with them to find out what the new items do? Is that a thing?
It would need to be an identify spell.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Fuck it. I'll hang out. I'll hang out with the cloak and see what that. Well, it's only half an hour to do it, right?
Yeah, basically, it's a short rest.
But
So,
obviously, I'm unconscious for 4 hours in a long rest. So if I were to attune, I won't attune to the Amulet of Silver Tongues yet. I'll try and attune to the two new items to find out what they do. And then I can distribute as necessary after that. Unless they're cursed, in which case, stack them up, baby. Let's go.
I was reading the rules of long rest the other day, which I thought was quite interesting. What was it? Yeah, you can stand. Even people who are staying awake for 8 hours can stand watch for 2 hours on a long rest. If rest is interrupted by a long period of strenuous activity, at least 1 hour of walking, fighting, casting spells, so you can in theory fight for an hour during a long rest.
Okay, so in my long rest, I'm gonna wake up. Emerald, let's go.
But I suppose
it makes sense if you encounter something in the night. It'd be pretty horrific if you had to restart.
Yeah, so I was thinking about that. I was thinking about what happens if you get woken up? You just don't get the long rest in.
Well, a long rest doesn't even need to be sleep. You just have to sleep within a 24-hour period, otherwise you get exhaustion.
Yeah. Light activity.
Just hanging out for a few hours, you know? Vibing.
Okay, so do you want to put the cloak on?
Yes, I'll do the cloak first.
So it's called the Cloak of Arachnia. Arachnidia.
That sounds fantastic. Cloak of Arachnidia. Let's see what you do. Ooh. Ooh.
Hey, you guys got a mini boss. You get fun things.
Hooray! He's back.
Okay.
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 And are you doing the statue next?
Yes, the little snaky thing.
Yeah. So let me just read this. When no, it just goes on. You put it on your arm. You attune to it, and add an item. It's a homebrew item, by the way, but add an item called the Adder of Strife. ADDER.
Yes, I got it. I got it.
Which should be 2d4 as a thing, if I remember correctly. That's the one I picked.
It says 2d. It says a d6 on it.
Oh, why happened to that? Why
Well,
is
the
it not
throne
on
is a
one?
d8. That's fine. We can just remember that for now.
I'll send you the page of the one I'm looking at because I wanted to give you a particular one for a reason. This one.
Where are you sending this?
This would be personal message on Discord.
Okay.
I don't know if I can add it to your inventory.
Yeah, I mean, I've got all the same text. It's just... Oh, right, on a... Right, no, it must say that. It just doesn't add that on D&D Beyond. Let me see. Yes, it does say that.
Okay, so that is what it's
I
saying.
presume it'll activate that if I were to roll a nat 20 on...
Gotcha. Okay. Right, sorry. No, of course.
Fine.
The damage type is
Okay.
1d6 and 1d8, isn't it?
So I'll sort of go to the others. For now, we have this, and I hold up the little snake thing. It turns into a spear, and if you hit with extra accuracy, you do more damage. Anybody want this magic spear?
If you hit it, you do extra damage.
Yes.
It won't be good for me. I don't think.
Emerald is out of the pool for these. I hate to say it.
Fair enough.
Does this increase my range of hitting? So I get it 10 feet instead of 5 feet.
You can throw it.
But no, it does not have reach. Spears do not have reach in this game.
No, I think you need was it a glaive?
Glaive or a halberd, yeah.
Yeah.
I could possibly use it with the shield.
So mechanically, it's a D6 normally, or a D8 thrown, and on a crit you do an extra 2d4 of poison. But you don't double that. And it gives them a con save of 13, and they get poisoned if they fail.
Okay. Sounds rather good, that. Yeah.
Next on the list, we've got the Cloak of Arachnid. It's like a big cloak. You get resistance to poison damage. You get climb speed equal to your walk speed. So yeah, that part is basically that. You basically get the spider climb spell while you've got it on.
That's really good again.
You can't get caught in webs, so you can move through them as if they weren't difficult terrain, and you can use an action to cast web with the DC 13.
That's amazing, but no good for Abraham. Because a lot of you guys can move a lot more than me.
See, I'm really hating to say this, but I really think they'd both work quite well for all.
Yeah, take them.
I don't want to hog all of my magic items, though.
Well, if you take that, I'll take the amulet.
Yeah, I can. I mean, you should probably take the amulet anyway, because I can talk to Rain.
Okay, well, I'll take the amulet.
So if you take the amulet.
You can now through talk to Rain.
Oh, I need to attune to it first, don't I?
We are
So
long
we're
resting.
just
So we're
let me
we're
just think about
hanging out.
time
Wait, what?
wise.
So
Wait, so did we actually go to the place?
We're in the room. We're gonna
Okay,
hang
wait.
out until we can long rest, and then we're gonna long rest.
Okay, at this...
You're in the room that you got told about by
Yes, yeah. At this moment, has anyone got paper? I got...
Erlin
I
probably
need
does.
paper.
I mean, look at Erlin's sheet.
I don't.
I don't need yours anymore. It won't be helpful. I mean, Orbron can make static images of up to 25 words, but only he can. It would only be his words.
Okay,
Not ideal.
Abraham's going to do something which is going to hurt him so much.
She's got that logbook. She's got
Hey.
books. She's got books.
Who else?
Erlin. How mad would she be if we started ripping into her books?
We pissed.
Yeah, she's dead. I've got that logbook of organ harvesting that I forgot to add to my sheet, but she's still got on hers. So I could, in theory.
Can I ask a question as well? We have got a little man with us, haven't we?
You what, sorry?
A little man.
Did Maudfell have any on him?
When I say about little man, we do have Zeus.
We could use his spell book.
No.
Don't you
Did anyone
fucking
Did
dare.
anyone pick up Zeus?
Yes, yeah.
Okay,
We're
that's
assuming we've grabbed everybody. I think
Okay,
Garrick had him.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to use
Should
the
we,
back pages of my prayer book.
should we just use Maudfell's bedroll?
Oh,
That's a good
actually,
idea. Right, give me 2 minutes.
I'm gonna be using that because fucking I've used mine on fucking wrapping up Zeus
True. Wait, you've wrapped up Zoe's in your bedroll.
and a blanket. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to not do that, we're about to take a long rest, so I can change my infusions and I can make us a bag of holding to put him in.
But then okay, that's fine. Okay. And can we do that with Erilyn as well?
Erlin probably not, because she's got the... I don't know how we'd feel about putting her in if she's got to have the coins strapped to her head.
True. Okay.
Although I don't think... It's an extra dimensional space, right? It wouldn't rock around as we rocked around, would it?
I'm just thinking, game man, just like, oh, can I have some coin? Oh no!
Oh, yeah. Okay, we don't put any money in the bag of holding. You know Luke would make us roll a D100 every time. For every coin. That's fucking funny. Didn't even think of that.
Oh, this could do with a pinch of salt. No! It'll be like, you know, in movies when like someone's stored something in a refrigerator, like a body, the refrigerator's died in power. They just look the next morning and say, "Oh no, Grim."
Ooh.
Okay. Well, as I said, I'll use the back of my prayer book, and I shall write down everything about what the daughter spoke about Zoe's.
I'd like to say, as you're doing this, you're hearing the voice correcting you on your grammar.
Do you want that when she does it the first time? I was like, okay, well, the daughter's currently still here watching and speaking to me, so this is useless about me writing it down. Because I thought, you know what? If I write it, she can't hear me. But I was actually waiting for her to speak to me then.
Well, she's kind of waiting for you to stop. It's like, well,
But she can. So I got a feeling she might even assist me in saying this. So I literally just start off by saying, it seems like Zoe has somehow spoke to her and has garnered a favour from her. And if we take Zoe to the bottom where she is, she will bring him back. I do not know what he has done, and it worries me greatly. She doesn't seem best pleased when I talk about our age, but she's also not that angry. I've heard most people speak a lot worse about our age.
Remind me, Luca, were the daughters and the elves together, or were they two separate things down the bottom?
I don't think I've ever told you.
By the
Well,
way,
there were two factions that were at the bottom, weren't there? What was?
There was the Order of the Sacred Eye, which was told to you to be with the humans. You also told that
Right, okay.
there were
And we don't know.
there was a group
the
of
spiders or-
elves called the Daughters, so you can assume or not.
Gotcha.
yeah,
Well, you know, it might just be culty. They might not want them. Maybe the spiders are good. I look and just immediately start laughing and then crying.
and I turn with a very serious face here. My fungus is progressing rapidly. And when I say rapidly, there are things now which I can do which I shouldn't be able to do.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
And after this long rest, I feel like I must try to rid of this, or I may not be me for much longer.
I don't really know how to RP this because I can't. But you are hearing the thoughts of Garrick at the second, by the way.
And I can hear everything that Eric is thinking.
You just said,
Can I tell you, I wish this on no man. The sound of an internet phone line trying to connect.
It's just the AOL dial-up
playing.
sound.
Yeah, see, that's exactly what I was meaning. It's constantly in my head currently. I don't know what happened, but there seems to be a disconnect between him and his god.
Always Baby
And
Shark.
Baby Shark.
No!
Turn it off! Turn it off!
But one thing we have gained in a weird way, me and Garrick, is pack tactics.
It's more swarm, I'd say.
More
I'm
Name,
just
but-
like, I felt like the last fight we were out of the frying pan and into the fire. What happens after you fall out of the fire? Where do we fall then?
Do you want to tell you what happened?
The lava.
Currently, I think what happened, Elbron, is we're in a pot boiling liquid. Now we're falling into the flames, and then from the flames we're going to land on the coals, which is the hottest bit.
I am back.
He just says that in the middle of the conversation, like, oh, sorry, going down there.
What's happened?
Oh, bad things. It's bad.
Lots of bad things.
Oh, to be fair, I imagine most of this is over Emerance's head. Literally, because he's small.
What the hell?
Well, Dylan, to explain quickly what I just said is, the fungus I have has progressed massively.
Oh.
I can hear Garrick's thoughts.
Oh.
I now have swarm tactics with Garrick.
Oh.
The daughter can hear everything and everything I read, as she corrected my grammar. I don't know how much longer. If I don't get this sorted, I will be me, because I feel like the fungus is progressing to the point of extreme seriousness.
I think you're probably gonna die.
No. If I'm having a long rest, I've got a chance. It's not an easy chance, but I've got a chance. And it's going to require a massive help from you guys.
I don't know how we can help you to do that.
Oh, Abraham has ideas.
Would you like to explain your ideas?
What was going to be happening is I'm going to be asking you to restrain me onto an object with my hand already pressed against me.
Okay.
And I'm going to need people locking my arm so I cannot remove it off my body, even though I'm restrained.
Man, this would be a great time to have Mordfell. He could just use Charm Person to make you do it.
I know. Yep.
Hmm.
But sadly, we don't have a Mordfell. We have a Mordfallen.
Curse you, giant spider.
Yes, fuck you, Jack Spider. And
Just trying to see if I've got any things. Where's my potions?
just trying to think. There was also something else I was going to mention. I can't remember what the fuck it was.
Oh, I don't like this.
And the other thing I was going, yes, I have been permanently injured until we find a very good healer. I have heart damage.
I'm just in the corner of this room with my hands on my face. It's like, oh my god.
Abraham is not in the best condition.
How much do we like Zoys? And hands still on his face. He doesn't look at anybody. He just voices that. How much do we like Zoys?
Hey there, I kind of like Zoids. Like, you just like hear Zoids. I just hear Zoids.
In fact, this brings another issue. Mordfell was taking us to his village so we could get a diamond to raise Erelin.
Yes, and I'm more.
Now what? Do we leave him here, or do we take him with us and try and find his village and return him? I don't like the silence here, guys.
I'm just thinking. It's going to be.
Are you relaying any of this to
I imagine
Rain,
I
by the
would
way?
sort of translate most of it to her, yeah.
I'm just trying to think.
I might have an idea. It's a
After we've
really
had
bad
our-
idea.
Had our little auction.
Is it-
Abraham's got the amulet.
Okay, Abraham, are you tuning to said amulet?
Yes, I shall.
The amulet of silver tongues. You can now speak all those languages, including Elvish, which is the most important here.
Yes. I've attuned to the amulet.
But yeah,
And
you'd hear Rain say in Elvish, I have an idea. It's a really bad idea, but it's an idea. I know where we could get a diamond of this caliber.
Please tell me you're not about to tell us to raid the Elven Fortress.
I mean, the one bit about that I can correct.
That was a long
The one bit
pause
of-
there.
It's not a fortress.
It's not a fortress. It's okay.
It's just a bit of context. There, in the Elven City, the Drow City, there are 9 lords and ladies. Each lord and lady is given by the matriarch of the whole underground a diamond to resurrect if necessary. And I might know where one is.
How good on terms are they with each other?
The lords and ladies?
Yes.
They would backstab each other at the first fort, but it's kind of a scenario of they hate each other, but they hate everyone else more.
Yeah. Here's a question that you might know. Are the big spiders working with the elves? Just to clarify.
When you say the big spiders,
As in the ones that are talking to Abraham?
Right,
the ones that are clearly in charge down here.
Oh,
working with? No. Working for? Yes. The Drow have signed their pacts with said spiders.
I may be
Pacts
able
are
to.
wrong. They're more work for them. There was a... I wasn't amazingly listening to all the stories when I was there. But there was a god who is supposed to be the mother of the big mother of the spider, you know, the big one. There is a god who's supposed to be the one who put it down here. The elves assigned pacts with that one. So there's kind of a work for them.
Wait. That sounds a bit weird. So there's a god that put them down here, and they've signed a pact with that god.
Yes.
I look at Abraham. I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty funky. And I sort of gesture to his chest plate.
Abraham sighed once again. Am I really a Messiah, or am I just a naughty boy? Oh, but by the way, Oberon, I remember, and Emerence and Rain, I remembered the other thing I was going to mention. Some
By the way,
spiders.
as Abraham is talking with the amulet on, it's got that same effect of he doesn't have to reiterate in any language. Every language he talks, and everyone hears it in the language they prefer.
Oh, that's cool. It's like a translator in real time.
Yeah.
And I just going to say, there's a chance I could possibly tame some spiders.
Ooh.
What? I hate this more and more as you speak. Honestly.
I look at Oberon and I want to say, how do you think I hear? I hear.
Yes, I can imagine this is pretty bad for you, because as far as I'm aware, we've just basically been told that Arage is king of the spiders.
Nice.
That's how I'm taking this.
I can understand Garrick's thoughts. I have someone that's currently reading everything I think of, and speak of, and do. While she has lots of other little minions.
Are we sure we want Zois to come back under this person's control? To be fair, we could probably kick his ass if needed.
Control? It's not necessarily the word I would use for it. You just hear the spite. It's more a beneficiary pact. This will not harm you
There's no
necessarily.
such thing as a beneficiary pact. I'm from the fucking Feywild. I know this shit.
A beneficiary
It's
pact.
always one-sided. I
Well,
don't
can I
even know
just
who I'm
say,
talking to right now.
can I not just say, if I drop Zois down the hole, would you not be able to catch her?
No, it would more probably hit the floor in a kind of a splat.
Express delivery.
I was just thinking, I thought you might be all powerful and be able to catch.
That's not really how I roll.
How do you roll? Do you roll well with dice?
One, if you threw it down, it would not go to me. It would go to one of my sisters.
Ah.
And two, a lot of I don't really catch mortals nor with webs or anything like that.
Okay.
Nor do I really like sticking my head out. A lot of spiders probably could kill me.
I don't know why, but I feel like we're going to have to get along for a while.
I offered the opportunity. I've offered the channel for diplomacy here.
You have, and I completely respect that, and thank you for your hospitality so far. But you can understand why I'm wary since I have fungus in my brain.
I mean, that's not necessarily my fault.
Oh, I'm not.
Well,
I'm not
it
saying
is.
that.
I made the fungus, but I wasn't expecting to go to you.
Is Abraham having this conversation out loud?
Oh,
Just
I'm
in his
saying,
head.
no, I'm saying this out loud. So
I'm just
you
like,
understand.
I've had enough of this, and I'll just go like sit cross-legged in the corner and start meditating.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
you already hear Abraham's side of the conversation.
so I'm like, I have a question for you. Since you created the fungus, is there any way to that I could possibly slow it down, or at least nullify the effects from going further?
Um,
Because that would possibly be more assistance to you as well as me.
I mean, the magic that you have been using to nullify it, I've seen Zois has seen you do it, works. There is also a fungus that will get rid of all effects. I even have some in my lair, but might not necessarily be good for you, as it would also get rid of the one which allows you to breathe down here.
And I also wouldn't be able to talk to you anymore.
Well, I mean, if you were right next to me, I can talk to all of you. No matter if you have the fungus.
True. So what you're saying is try and use the magic, but it's unlikely that will work.
I mean, it's going to be hard to resist it at this stage.
Yes, I assumed.
The plan you had would help you, but you still have to try resisting it. It's I can't work on how the fungus works. It's designed to do this.
Oh. Understood.
So, Emerald,
Okay.
you've probably got a pretty good grasp on what our situation is.
Yeah,
So, why are you down here?
we're not talking about that. Wait, hold on. I didn't do the accent. Hey, we're not talking about that. We're talking about you.
No, we're talking about you now. You
No,
found
no,
out
no,
that
no,
we've got
no,
psychic
no,
links to
no.
spiders that can control spiders and might turn into spiders, with multiple dead friends who might turn into spiders, and I'm gonna turn into a spider. I hate spiders.
That's went on for so long. He's just gonna. Everyone's just gonna look at you, and he's just going to shrug, and he's gonna go, "Well, why is anyone anywhere?"
That's not an answer.
I barely know you. I don't have any reason to tell you anything.
Listen, you ain't gonna find no one friendlier than us down in this hole. and that I can tell you for free.
Aaron still, he won't tell you. Like, you can push and push, he won't let you know.
In that case, I'm gonna be upfront with you. Should the situation arise, you're the one I'm pushing off the hill first.
He shrugs. He just shrugs. He goes, "Yeah, it's fair, isn't it?"
Yeah, just want it out there. I've like pointed my eyes, point at him, pointed my eyes, point at him. And that's
I pointed my eyes, but accidentally poked my own eyes. I'm like,
Start
"Oh fuck!"
meditating again.
I'm just gonna carry on. As I was. I'm just gonna carry on.
Okay. I'm actually going to get on to D&D after.
Nah. This is D&D.
Oh.
Right. Well, yeah. We sleeping then.
Yes.
Okay.
Sleeping is very much needed.
Let me.
And time is of the essence for Erlin. If we have no spells, we have no time for
So
Erlin.
it was 10 days for gentle repose.
Yep.
So we've got 8 left, roughly.
And I just remember I can't recover my exhaustion kind of from level 1.
You permanently exhausted. Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
I have heart damage.
If he even tries to, if he gets affected by a fear effect, he then becomes permanently exhausted by another extra level.
Yep.
So don't get scared, is what I'm hearing.
Mhm.
Okay, well, it's only on ability checks for now, so that's not the worst. Okay, we're not jumping across any more ravines. that would be bad. Okay, right. Are we doing? Should we just do our standard sort of watch pattern?
Sure.
There's 4 of us. We can 2 hours each.
Are you doing it inside the room with the skeleton?
For the long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just want to check. We will go for the long night. You have a long rest without any issues.
Oh. I have a whole load of stuff to roll now. What's that? 2 3s. Fuck. What's a 3? Elixir. That's not what I wanted. Fuck. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to mark the time until
User Bailey likes permission to update setting. What? What if I tried to update? I've got 2 of these ones.
we get. Where's Oldburn?
2 of those. Oh no, that's wrong. 3 of those. I already had one.
It's just Oldburn I need to do this shit with, right? Just long rest.
Hmm?
Everyone else is dead. Yeah. Oldburn, long rest. Confirm.
What are you doing?
Cool. Did it give a long rest to not Oldburn, sorry, Garrick.
Oh,
I don't know why I kept saying Oldburn.
I will also change one of my infusions for this. Where the hell are the infusions here? So I'm going to take the repeating shot off of the longbow,
Okay.
and I'm gonna make a bag of holding. Although I've completely forgotten how to manage my infusions. So that is just something that I will be doing.
You have a bag of holding.
Why is that still infused? How do I uninfuse it? I can't bloody remember. There it is. Found it. I found it. Bam. Do I need to attune to a bag of holding? No. Fantastic. Cool. Pop him in, boys. I like hold the bag open.
Right, just to confirm, who's got what items attuned now after that?
Oh dear. I've got the cloak and the spear currently.
I have the amulet and bolt saw.
Cool.
Oh, you tuned to the goggles as well?
Yes.
Cool.
Well, they're not tuned. There's no tunable on them.
You have to attune to them because they're the ones I made.
Ah, well, I would be attuned to it. There's no just an option on the thing.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think that means you maximise your achievements, if I'm not mistaken.
It is, yes.
Okay. Should I just make a custom item of Zoys for my bag?
Custom Zoys.
Custom Zoys!
Zoys.
You forgot to write it in your sheet, so you don't have Zoids anymore.
Zoys is in my bag. How heavy was Zoys?
Hold on. I will tell you the exact weight of Zoys.
Because there is a weight limit for a bag of holding. He's not going to burst it, but, you know.
Might be a little bit weighty.
Take up a chunk.
Description. He was 50 pounds.
Fucking hell. Barely weighs anything.
He was a small little boy.
Perfect. This looks really stupid on my sheet here.
Custom item of Zoys.
Custom Zoys.
Oh
Kind of reminds me of the discussion I saw once on, animate object, the spell.
Mm.
Someone was talking about, because in theory, a corpse is an object in D&D. Someone was discussing the legitimacy of using animate objects instead of animate dead on bodies. It would be better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we take Mordfell as well?
Yeah. We'll
Sure.
take
We'll
more.
pop him in bag. Come on.
Right, so
Fucking hell. I've got the body bag. How heavy is Mordfell?
What about Erlen?
Do we want to risk putting? I mean, if you hold the bag open, I'll jump in. I'll hold my breath, shake it, and then I'll jump out. We'll see if I can jostle about while he's shaking it. I would assume you don't. How heavy was Mordfell? Where the hell is weight even on this sheet?
Mordfell will probably weigh a fair amount.
If he's filled it out, that is. Like, I literally cannot see it on his sheet.
I like to imagine that fucking Mordfell
How much do you
weighs,
think
like-
he would weigh?
Say like a good 80 pounds.
How much do I weigh? I've not got weight filled out either.
Duragar. I think he's what armor he's got on.
Well, we can strip him. He don't need that.
110 pounds.
110, perfect. That's fine. I'll just dump him in there.
That seems quite low. I kind of imagine it to be heavier.
Custom item, Mordfell.
I like the idea of like an assassin using a bag of holding to dispose of bodies.
Custom, Mordfell. Okay. Right. Next up on the list. Shall we try and get this fungus out of your brain? Abraham.
That feels like a good idea, to be honest.
Emerence, how strong you feeling? Okay, not very. Gotcha.
I'm a strength 1.
What does that mean?
Plus 1.
I don't understand what that means.
He just has
I'm-
one strength, means the arms just collapse to his sides.
I'm you know, I'm your average little halfling, really.
I look at Garrick.
Garrick,
Garrick, this is a
innit?
new job.
Yeah. Okay. What I will say, with the three of you assisting, this can be considered to be the help action.
I'm seeing if I've got anything else I can do to make it easier. I'm pretty sure I don't. No, I don't.
In that case,
Check
it will be
my-
a straight wisdom save from you, Auburn.
Oh.
Not Auburn, sorry,
Oh,
Abraham.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Sure.
No. I think Abraham's is better.
It is, but I don't have disadvantage to do it. I'll just do it. Sure. Heck, what are my other infusions? What can I make? Nothing that gives you wisdom. Sad face.
You can do it if you want.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I don't have anything that will help before we go for it. Let's read this. Not that one, not that one. No, okay. I'm hugging Abraham.
You'd like me to do a wisdom
Okay.
saving throw?
Yeah, just a straight one.
Okay.
It would have been a
actually, no,
disadvantage
hang on.
otherwise.
I have one thing that we can try.
You on?
Choose to fail this, Abraham. Okay?
Choose to fail my wisdom.
No. I'm going to use a phase step teleport next to him, which will then give me the opportunity to charm him,
Okay.
which might help. So it would be a
I
wisdom
won't say if
saving
it will or
throw.
not.
I will use one. I'll like blip. I'll disappear, reappear on the same spot next to Abraham. So it's a wisdom save, but you can in theory choose to fail.
I choose to fail.
So then you are
Okay.
now charmed by me for a minute. Abraham, you should really try and heal yourself while we all hug you so that you can't not heal yourself. Try and get rid of your brain rot.
I'd say with that, I won't give you advantage, but I will give you a +3 to the roll.
Okay. You guys ready?
Yes?
All our dice are cursed.
Oh god, what'd you get?
Do you really
Then
want
that
to know?
one.
It was a nat one, wasn't it?
Was it not one?
What's the total of that then, with your wisdom save plus the 3?
Oh, I remember wisdom saving throw +3.
Alright, yeah, your wisdom saving throw plus the 3.
That
Just
was-
remember that you have your wisdom saving throws don't is not an automatic fail
Okay.
if you roll a 1.
It's just
Okay,
an
so
attack,
I've got a
but
+6 and then +3.
the
So
attack-
what is
10.
that? It's still a fail.
Oh.
Okay.
It's just like, no! I'm not gonna do it.
You all watch Abraham, like the 3 of you are holding him. The charm effect, you can see it affecting him. You can see him desperately trying to raise the thing to his head, but he just can't resist it.
Balls.
Although, do you want to say something? The fallout dice have been doing really well for me today. The second the roll counts.
Yep.
By the way, I forgot to say, when you were doing the investigation to find something earlier, it should have been with disadvantage, and it was obviously exhaustion. Just remember to mark that down on the sheet.
What? That I would use a spell slot.
No, the exhaustion thing.
That you-
Oh no! I've still got level 1 exhaustion.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
remember you've got disadvantage in ability checks.
Cat,
Um,
stop doing a Christmas present wrapped, you piece of shit. It's scratched off my Christmas. No. It's ripped through my Christmas present. You're a cunt. You're an absolute cunt.
Oh my god.
Will you
Yes,
be
you-
doing anything else, Abraham?
Yes. I'm going to go up to Auron
Hello.
and remove curse.
Oh yeah, I'm cursed. I'm like backing up. As I remember, I'm cursed.
Too late, motherfucker! I caught you off guard.
Okay, so you are no longer bound with a curse. You are no longer attuned to the weapon.
Oh wait, I had to attune to that weapon.
Yes, the mantle was attuned weapon.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. Well, I mean, I presume I still have it on me. I'm just not attuned.
Yes.
I'm gonna stick it in the bag of holding.
You see Mordville wake up. He's holding the sword.
How? That was a weird one because it didn't really change much. It just made me not like you guys more.
Does it mean you like me again?
I mean, it wasn't that I didn't like you. It's just I didn't want to be near you,
Why?
lone wolf style. You know, it was weird.
I'm not. I wouldn't hurt you, Auron.
Look, since I've known you lot, all I've known is emotional turmoil.
Since I've known you, I've died once, and I'm now having something that's going to slowly eat my brain.
If I, I mean, I'd say we've all had it pretty bad, but I did watch my wife get turned into a zombie.
Very true.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty fucked to be
Yeah,
fair.
pretty fuck. You just see Emerald's like, wait, what?
And then I had to kill it and bury it. And then I had to leave my daughter with my horrific parents. Sorry, horrific father. The mother's alright.
Emerald has no idea how to take this information. You've just like already all we've talked about is how like everyone's turning into spiders and the brain fungus is dying. Now
Oh yeah,
Oberon's talking
I
about.
turn and look at him and it's, oh, by the way, technically a prince. I just look back and I take a swig of my water skin. Just like,
Everyone just looks like vaguely confused and just looks at everyone like makes a weird like half bow. He's like, oh, shit, like
be
should I be
fair-
doing this?
I don't think anyone else knew that.
I don't think I've ever actually told people. It's just I just
No.
sort of I talk about it, but I've never
You can see
explained it.
You can immediately see that fucking Abraham is a bit bewildered by that.
Anyway, down
What
the
is this
hall.
guy's backstory? He seems to be.
Got a bit of everything, man.
Everyone just has to like lean back against the wall and just go, "What the fuck have I let myself in for?"
Was in the mafia, on royalty.
Holy fuck! When does it end?
I've seen a giant swan.
Oh,
They're mounts. Okay. Are we continuing?
Do we want to try and get rid of Garrick's brain rot, or is he alright for the time being?
and how much do we like?
No.
It might. I mean, if Abraham's got it worse, it might be worth both of you having it so that you can telepathically communicate. Maybe you try and use this against them.
Yeah, make the
Although
most
the
of
spider lady does seem to be able to talk to you, so I presume that she can just hear everything you say to him anyway.
Yes.
Can she hear Garrick's thoughts?
Abraham like
In response to you, Abraham, is like, I do. It's not fun.
she also suffers the same pain I'm feeling with
I see.
Garrick.
So she just like hears through your senses, does she?
Yes.
That's awful. I can't talk to you anymore, Abraham. I'm sorry.
That's it. Abraham's never getting spoken to again.
You kind of hear a sigh of, oh, well, fine then.
Everyone was displeased.
Does she say something about this cave not being a natural formation? Anyway, let's get out of here.
You nerd.
This cave,
Nerd.
it's not a natural formation.
What do you mean the giant hole that goes straight down?
He didn't get the joke. He didn't get the joke.
I don't know what the joke
It's
is.
from Halo.
Oh.
But he's a nerd. It's the joke
Cortana
is.
says it to Master Chief when they find a big, like, metal tunnel. So this cave, it's not a natural formation. No.
I wish I played Halo so I could be in on the joke.
Is there anything else we want to do before we set out to our eventual demise?
Play Halo
Play
so I
Halo?
can be in on the joke.
Honestly, I'd much rather sit in this mossy
That
cave
was
and play
amazing.
Halo than go down into this dirty spider hole.
We playing Halo? I'm up for it.
What's wrong with the dirty spider hole?
I don't like.
You
The
leave
friendly
Lucas'
place.
dirty spider hole alone.
Oh, man, I've already seen like 3 people die in this hole, and we're not even halfway down.
We're not even like a quarter from where he said.
Like,
Oh.
Here you go, stream. This is a fucking deep hole, guys. I've never zoomed out of this map on the stream before.
We've got a long way to
That's
go.
the hole.
We've lost countless friends
It's,
and encountered countless enemies.
maybe we'll find Jeff again. Right,
Jeff!
I'm gonna sort of run down a list. Abraham, was there anything you wanted to do before we go?
Well, I tried to go and cure my fucking fungus. I could try it with Garrick.
Do we want to try it with Garrick though, or do we want to keep it for the psychic link? How
No, I don't know the
how
static hurt.
how wide was the range of the room? Say we were to stand at the edge. One of them at the edge of the room we're in. And one of them went to the edge of the room with the big dead spider in it. How far would that be?
What, 4 feet?
Opens up map to check. That's what the wall's like here. Right.
That's the wall.
Oh, that's-
If you're going to go up to the upper layer, this is the wall up to there to there.
Well, so where's the room? Like, how far in does the room go?
What does one mean?
So we're in a little mossy room currently.
Yes, which is like here essentially.
Yeah. So how deep is that room?
Probably about 15 feet deep in, probably about 10 feet wide.
So if we were to go 15 feet from there to like here, that's about 65 feet.
Yeah.
Should we test the range on your psychic abilities? Obviously, they're only one way.
Garrick just starts screaming in his mind. Ah!
Garrick, if you want to like head out that way for a second, I'll go with you just in case there's a big spider out there. Abraham, you still hear him thinking to himself.
Do I still
By the way,
hear-
you do see Garrick kind of just stumbling around, like. Oh no, it's light, isn't it? That's why. Yeah.
If there's
Do I
not light,
still-
I'll make some light.
Do I still hear the AOL sound?
Yep.
I shout back, I still hear him. Please take him further.
Okay, so we got at least sort of 65-foot range. Yeah, maybe we should just hang on to it for a bit. If his isn't super bad. Plus, it's probably worth saving your magical energy, as it were.
Oh boy.
Well,
I
okay,
mean, we all saw what happened in that fight where I had none. I fell off a cliff, I landed on a spider, and I got bitten.
Yeah.
That was my impact.
There was an impact onto the floor. You can see it right there.
While I'm out here, I'll go and scoop up Mordfell, stick him in my bag. Put you back later, sir. Feels weird. It's like a Pokeball.
Necromancer's Pokeball.
Oberon just starts walking around. I want to be the very best.
Amazing.
What actually happens in the Feywild? Just what's this? They get sent out at 10 years old.
It's like the Final Fantasy minions battling game. Okay, Emerence, is there anything you want to do this morning? I'm assuming it's morning, we just woke up.
Emma's just gonna look at his hands sadly and just go, No, you're okay. I'm all good, thank you. I don't even know what accent that was.
Rain, I'm guessing you don't need to do anything.
Rain is looking a lot healthier, at least.
Yeah, I feel that.
Abraham's looking a lot better, apart from he's still panting constantly.
You kind of see Rain kind of just sigh. It's like, I suppose
I think we just
I'm
have to
regretting some choices
bite,
here.
bite the arrow and go down.
Kind of gives you a bit of a weird look at the word arrow.
Well, I don't know what a bullet is, right? No one knows what a bullet
Sure.
is.
But they don't know what arrows are either.
Surely they've got like bone arrows. Or carapace arrows.
But what? They don't have bows. They don't have bows.
She's got like a shooty grapple hook thing. Have they not fashioned crossbows out of similar fashion?
Nope.
No? Okay. Well, you guys are stupid.
I mean, like, they could use a bone. Like, if you used, like, a femur.
Well, I suppose
It's
they don't
got
have
no
bones 'cause
flexibility,
it's all
though.
spiders, isn't it?
Well, they could use the bones of anyone that's died.
You're not going to use people bones.
I would.
And that's why.
If it meant a
I mean, like, you
technological
would.
leap, I would absolutely fucking do that.
I like to
Well,
think
they
that they've
think
got
that-
like a giant ballistae because they can make them out of metal, but not,
They have no bones.
but no bows.
Sorry, this bow doesn't have any flex. Yeah, we're not using it. We're making.
There's a reason they have spears down here. Is because they don't need to do any long range combat or anything like that.
I suppose it is all very tight quarters. Typically
Yeah.
against cavalry as well. Spider cavalry. Yeesh. Oof. That's,
So they have. It has the thrown effect, so they can throw it 20 to 60 meters.
Does the Drider
Oh, feet, sorry.
cavalry? Anyway.
I
Anyway.
tried as a centaur.
I'm gonna. Yes, it is. I'm gonna go and have a look at this other pathway that was blocked up. If we're all ready to
sure.
start heading out.
You can easily cut through it. There's no issues in that regard.
Like, try out my new spear. Or, like, whip it out. And...
Yeah, so basically you take the action, it kind of unwinds in your hand, it goes into a kind of a spear, like you're basically just holding it. Um, yeah, it's fairly sharp, and you're able to cut through the web quite easily.
This thing's
I'll
pretty
go back
cool.
to this.
This thing's pretty cool. This thing's pretty cool.
There's not many spears of the way, in case you're curious of magical ones. It'll be ages to find out one.
Doesn't surprise me. Most people like swords.
Okay, so coming down from here,
Content.
you find yourself in a largish cavern.
Oh god, it's just started raining outside, and where all the leaves are sort of browning and fallen to the floor, under the snow, it looks like someone has taken a massive explosive poo. all
Oh,
over
hell
the
yeah.
pavement. It's so bad.
And
Just carries on.
You
Just,
see-
I just
carries
felt you
on.
needed to know that.
can I have a perception check?
Perception.
I'd like to do this as a group perception check as well. So, can everyone roll me a perception check?
Blammo. 16. What's Garrick's perception? His is a +2, so -2 off of this one. So Garrick got an 8.
8. So what is that total so far? That's 8 plus 16 is 24. Can everyone else roll me one?
What are we rolling? A D.
Perception check.
Perception
Oh,
check.
perception check. Yeah, you can have one of those, Daddy-O. Pachow! I got a 7.
Oh,
Plus? Or was it just... Sorry.
No,
so-
that's... No, +2, that is a 7.
Okay, so I did a check. Yeah. And Abraham?
14.
14. Okay. You just about get it.
Whew.
As a group, you start hearing uncommon coming from this cavern. You think it's a group of probably about 6 to 7 voices.
I mean, I presume I'm leading because I cleared the way.
Yeah,
So
I'll
I'll sort of
probably
like
be-
hold up a hand and get everybody to stop. Do you hear that?
Abraham listened.
You hear it, yes.
Yes, I do.
What are they saying?
Emerance, like, shits himself in fear because he has no idea what's going on.
What are they? Yeah, we're not traveling with a light. So...
You
I
kind of hear
presume
rain.
We've got rain.
You kind of hear
over here.
rain. He's got to like, yeah, it's like, what's happening?
Abraham, can you make out what they're saying?
I listened.
You're uncommon.
Undercommon.
The undercommon,
He's got the amulet.
which doesn't understand undercommon, I believe.
What?
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 Are you?
I didn't actually look at what it understood.
Double check for me. I don't believe I put undercommon on the list. I believe it's just all the common languages.
It's in the name. Undercommon is a common language.
It ended up common twice though.
So common twice? That's just a mistake. But
That's what
yeah, no, undercommon.
must be undercommon then, yeah.
Ren,
No.
get your ass up here.
The only reason why it was working for Mordfell is Mordfell knew undercommon.
Fuck. Rain.
Rain kind of sneaks up front. What?
We can't understand them, so we presume they're yours. Sounds really bad. But that's what he says.
You kind of see a dirty look from one of the eyes. She kind
Don't
of
you try that shit with me. I remember up there.
sticks her ear out. Listens in for a second and... Oh. Thought they were so high. I've not met them yet, but I believe it's the Sacred Order
Oh
from
god.
the way they're talking.
Oh, god.
They seem to be exploring this cave for something. I don't know what it is. It looks like they're looking for something.
I'm not keen on. We're quite high up still, right?
Hmm.
Oh, it's never good when the religious types come this far.
I'll make a personal request that we don't attack them.
It's never good.
I don't plan. Look, I look at Emerald. Emerald. Last time we encountered some religious types. No offense, Abraham. They tried to execute me by pouring molten metal on me.
Yes, they
Oh.
also tried to brainwash me.
They tried to brainwash him.
No, they were just
Yeah.
Everyone's just gonna like look in the darkness. He can't see anything, can he?
I mean, you've heard of
Nope.
what are they called? The sacred, the ones at the top. They're the flock of Arage or something, right? The flock,
the shepherd's
the
flock.
shepherd's flock. You must have heard of the shepherd's flock.
Everyone's like nods in the darkness.
Fucking bonkers brigade. Anyway.
Everyone's is just gonna look at his hands in the darkness and just whisper to himself. He goes, "I should never have come here. This is too far. One job too many. I don't want to do this anymore."
So you're on a job.
Uh-huh. Oh no, I was whispering. I was 100% whispering.
I have
I'll have to say that.
a very high passive perception, thank you.
I think you'll find my passive perception is unfathomable.
I'll say to Ray, you should probably go first because you're the only one that can talk to them.
You do see a kind of freeze from.
I do appreciate that the appearance might be a bit much for them, but I gesture to the rest of us. We're not exactly common down here. Maybe take him with
Kinda
you, and
looks-
I point to Abraham. He's big and scary looking.
Yeah, but I also have the crest of fucking Arage.
Drew, what do they follow down here? Was it the Sacred Order that we found? We found a little
The shrine?
the shrine. Was that the Sacred Order?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember you're the Messiah.
I mean, I suggest you come with me, and I point at Oberon.
Oh.
I-
Okay.
I think Abraham should come with me just so we can find out the intent, but hiding an elf from them is not going to be a good idea.
Oh god.
Swear to God, if they say
mean-
anything, I'm going to react badly.
I-
I
Emerald's-
start stomping up forward.
So wait, who have we sent forward?
I believe it's Abraham.
I mean, we may as well all go. If 3 of us are going, right?
I was gonna
You
say
say
Emerald's
about not hiding elves. There's a dead one there.
Emerald's like just will like crack his knuckles, and he would just say, "Guys, I don't want to let you into on this, but I'm pretty fucking good at lying to everyone." He goes, "So watch me fucking do this," and he just runs off ahead.
Can you lie to
Again,
people
Rob.
that don't understand you? Okay, he's gone. Okay, he's gone.
Looks Rain watch fucking Emirates run ahead. She kind of just like kind of dips her head in a sigh.
I'm just looking over.
I did.
Remember when I told you he was dumb? I wasn't lying.
At this stage, you would run up. You catch up. You can't see anything actually.
I'm just running.
You're in pitch blackness. There is.
Just ran forward.
Can I have a deck save just to see how well you run in the darkness?
Yeah, of course you can.
He's just like echolocating from his
Uh,
footsteps.
I got a 19. I got a 19. 13 plus 7. 19, I think.
Okay, you're able to keep your footing remarkably well.
That's what I'm
You
good
do
at.
see them. You do see them holding torches, like they are walking along. And what you see is a matter of 5 people. One of them seems to be kind of. He's holding a sword of pure metal, so both the hilt and the actual blade are metal.
That.
It seems to be a kind of a long sword. He if you would guess, he was probably one of the most armored out of the group. You see 2 individuals who seem to be wearing kind of more cloaks. They seem to be quite flowy, these cloaks, and on their heads they are wearing 2 pure, like full metal masks that literally looks like they have their faces imprinted. Like it looks like it's completely sealed around their heads.
These guys are very
behind
dark
them-
souls.
Behind them, you see 2 more individuals. They seem to have vials and kind of alchemical kits strapped around their kind of bodies, seemingly holding It looks like they're kind of harvesting mushrooms and like fungus kind of along the floor as they're walking along behind the group. They also have kind of got quite a peg masky quite mask on, but it seems instead of like a leather kind of thing, it's like similar to the first pair, pure metal kind of mask in front of their face.
Hmm.
And you can't understand them. They are talking. They can't. They're not talking to you yet, because you're still a bit far away. They don't think they've spotted you, and you're running in pitch blackness.
Yep.
But they just seem to be chatting to each other. You see that the one out front with the long sword has seeming to be keep more of a guard.
Sure.
What are you doing? Are you running straight towards them?
I will skid. Have they seen me?
Not yet.
I'll skid to a stop.
Sure. Can you give me a stealth check with that?
Yeah, too fucking right I can. Daddy-o.
Yeah. As you're trying to stop on pure stone. I imagine that makes it a bit
19
worse.
again. That's 9 with a plus 10.
Cool. So you're able to keep yourself quite quiet. You don't think any of them hear you, but let me just double check.
Those soft halfling feet, man.
You know how it is. They're squishy and beautiful.
I've got my glitter dice, by the way, Bailey.
I'm fuming. I've still not got my.
No, you don't see them. Any of them spot you.
Perfect. Emerence is going to take a good 5 seconds to just compose himself. He's going to brush himself off, even though he can't see if he's dusty or not. And he's just going to stroll elegantly into their fucking torchlight.
So, just before this, what is everyone else doing here? You're just watching.
I mean, I'm following Rain's lead at this point, so if she's headed up, I'd be heading up as well.
I imagine Rain is trying to like sneak up behind. She's obviously not sprinting like the thing is. She's just more. She's trying to move into a position where she doesn't necessarily want Emerence to fucking get annihilated. So she's like, if she can be backup. I'd say you guys. She stops about 30 feet away, like from where the light stops.
Do I know, this is part of my whole concept here, do I know that Abraham's thing that he's got translates in real time?
You don't know anything about this fucking ammo, I don't think.
Because obviously,
I don't
he
think
was
we
talking...
explained it to each other because we
Oh,
both
fuck.
sort of knew what it did anyway.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to have to rely on Auburn then. That's all I needed.
Okay, so you stroll into the torchlight.
And I just,
And
with a real dramatic flair, I do a somersault. A forward somersault.
How do you react to that? You just see a small person walk into your vision and do a somersault.
I've got my arms outstretched. You know that meme? You know that meme of fucking, oh, what was it? Pink guy. You know, the guy from YouTube. Yeah, where he's like walking around the fucking, I think it's Bane. I'm not 100% sure.
What the
Yeah, I'm just doing that. I've got my arms outstretched. I'll do a little forward somersault.
you see that the guy who was out front with the sword, you see him kind of getting into a kind of a defensive position. Like he seems to hold the sword in front of him, holding it very much in a guarded motion. And he can, like, you see him with his other hand, like, motion for the rest of the group to kind of stand behind him.
And this is where I come into control. I open my arms out wide, and I just at the top of my fucking lungs, I'm shouting to them. And this is where I need you. I'm just hoping that Auburn would like catch on to it, that he needs to translate for me, because I didn't fucking tell him this. This was part of my plan. I realized I hadn't actually said anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around to Auburn and I'm going to say, Auburn, translate, please. Because I'm hoping that they speak Elvish, because I saw him speaking to Rain, so I'm assuming that he knows. I was going to go, Gentlemen, ladies, welcome to the fucking world. What are we gonna do today? Well. You guys look like you need something to be sold to. You look like you need something to be sold, ladies and gentlemen. Well, come on up, step right up. And I walk forward and I take like the nearest person's hand and I just walk them up. But, like, I'm
As
doing
you
it
walk
so quick, I
forward,
can't
they're
react.
all
I'm doing
walking
it so quick.
backwards.
I
No, they very much can react.
Rain,
I
quickly,
hold my
Rain.
hand out.
Please
I'm doing.
speak to them.
If you get-
Just a bit
I've got my
automated.
hand out. I've got my hand out, and I'm waiting for someone to take it, and I'm waiting for someone to translate for me.
I can't understand what they're saying, so.
I'm just gonna go to him. You know I can't translate to them.
And I'll just look over my shoulder and go, "But maybe Rain can.
She can't understand you.
But you understand me, and you understand
I'm
her."
not translating several layers here. Back up.
Okay, I'm just gonna stand there
What
with
is
my
wrong with
hands
you?
outward. Can I please do a performance roll to see if they'll do it?
No way in fucking hell. They're like, no matter the performance here, they're not walking towards you. They live in a place where there's... Would they? They live in a place where there's trap spiders and you guys have run into them.
Well, I'm just gonna keep doing it. What I'm gonna do is I'm just going to
True, you
beckon
are
everyone
very much
away.
Behaving. Like
I'm gonna
one of those
beckon.
fucking
I'm going to
traps.
shoot everyone away, and I'm just gonna start juggling.
Rain, please.
You see the...
Say something.
You see some... Well, what she like looks
I
at you in
don't
Elvish.
know.
Like, what the fuck do you want me to say?
I'm just juggling. I'm just juggling rocks.
Oh,
I don't want to be the first one that appears because elf.
I throw my dagger into the mix, and I'm now juggling my dagger as well.
I mean, can this be any worse than what the fuck he's presenting? You
My
know what,
short
fuck
sword
it.
starts
She-
going
she-
in the mix. I am juggling 3 rocks, a
She,
dagger, and a short
she
sword.
stands up and starts walking into the
I
daylight.
will also walk forward and I'll just put on like, you know, when you see someone who just never smiles and it just looks terrifying. That's Aubrun's face. He's like trying to smile and he's like waving.
So, you see her kind of proddingly like start talking in undercommon. Like her undercommon, like you see, like they do respond, but very like guardedly now.
What?
She points at she points at Emerance. She seems to do like kind of a head bow, and then it's like, and you see them all kind of like nodding to themselves.
I'm gonna just continue juggling with my sword, my dagger, my rocks, and then I will stand on one leg.
They're also kind of they're not pointing their swords at you, but you do see that they had kind of a heightened sense of, oh god, what's going to happen when they saw you, Oldbrook?
Every part of me wants to like go, boo. But I'm not gonna do that.
Do it, 100%.
And you see them. She kind of goes, "I need to." Like you see them. She kind of explain to herself. You see them kind of frowning. She turns to you, Oberon. It's like kind of whispers in Elvish. What do you want me to actually say to them?
I have absolutely no idea, honestly.
As this happens, I'm going to run away into the darkness.
She goes, "What? So they introduce themselves as the Sacred Order. I've explained why the fuck he's so mental. They've asked if we have any injured among us.
We have dead. We have a dead. Should we tell them about Erlen? We should probably tell them about Erlen.
Yeah.
We won't mention Zois or Mordfeld though.
Who are in the bag of holding.
They're in the back.
So they would not know, so that's fine. We'll just go with that.
Exactly. We can't. We have to tell. We'll have to tell them about Erlen.
So she kind of turns back to them. She seems to mention something. Mentions where is Erin at the second? Is someone carrying her?
I think Garrick's probably got her.
And you do see the 2 individuals who had the metal masks on, not the plague doctor looking ones, just a normal. You see them step forward. And they ask Rain, and who translates to you, essentially saying, where is the body?
Why?
We wish to see if we can do anything about it. Along those lines.
Okay, I will probably get Abraham to come forward as well. I'll be like, guys, they want to see Erlen. Watch them. If they do anything funny, I like, you know, Fucking.
You do see
I'm just,
you
like,
do take
gesturing. Like,
you do see them take a worried step backwards when they saw fucking Abraham coming out of the darkness. By the way,
there you go. Tell them if they do anything. We're watching. No funny business.
Yep. So yeah, I come to the. You guys. I just walked behind the table. Ow.
He like steps out of the darkness, smacks his hand on the walls.
Ow. They carry on walking.
they do see if you're explaining that kind of thing, you do see one of them kind of take a step forward, like and kind of concerned. It looks like. Do you present Erilyn then? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Garrick's got her, so I imagine he comes forward with her.
They kind of like you see one of them give a look over at Erilyn. One of them's gonna have a quick look over at Abraham, just to see how his hand is. They kind of look down. And it's like she looks up at Rain. Rain translates. We wish we could do any more. Whatever preparations your healer has done in this regard is higher than we could do. We wish we could help revive them, but we do not have the resources at the second.
Do you have any cooler than do you have any of them cool blade master about?
Is that what Rain has said to us?
Yeah.
I just look at the other. It makes me wonder why they wanted to see the body when we said we had a dead person. If they knew they couldn't do anything. Anyway. I'm just like suspiciously glaring at these people now.
They do. One of them does look up and say, "Is that sadly, our diamonds were raided a couple of days ago, so even the city might not have some."
We're gonna have to go to Elfland. I don't want to go to Elfland.
You kind of see the two clerics kind of go, "Is there any other inflictions among the group? Are you okay?"
Should we tell them about the mushroom? I'm going to take that as a no.
Do that again.
Should we tell them about the brain rot mushrooms?
Oh. I think we should because we kind of need the help.
Okay.
In all honesty.
Yeah.
Because if it progresses much further, it could be the end of Abraham. To be honest.
Okay. Rain, I think we should tell them about the brain mushrooms.
She gives a nod, and she starts translating it back and forth. And you see, you obviously can't see their faces because obviously they've got the metal masks on, but you do see one of them turn around and call towards the group. And one of the individuals with the plague masks comes towards you, and points at with these two. You see them kind of pointing at Garrick and Abraham. She nods, and he basically gets out a kind of small jar and gives it he kind of does a blowing motion, and he gives it to you, Abraham.
Blowing motion.
Yeah. Rain basically then translates blow on it.
I blow on it.
It's not the mushroom that kills all the mushrooms, is it? Because we still need to breathe.
I blow on it.
Oh, God.
You see it kind of start to change colours. He gives a look at it, gives a nod.
Oh, it's like a litmus test. I know that one.
And he kind of goes into his satchel, has a quick look around, and says to Rain, "It's like, I can't nullify it here, but we can do a temporary kind of stopper to it now, and if you come back to the city with them, they could at least get rid of they could at least get rid of that issue.
So if I was to, I'll say to Rain, the Sacred Order are around the same sort of area as the Daughters, right?
Somewhat higher, but the Daughters are fairly close to the.
I mean, it's going to be on the way, isn't it?
Yes.
We may as well go with them. They don't seem hostile to us at the second.
No, to be honest, it makes sense to me that they're this cautious, wouldn't you be?
For sure. Could you see? I think after seeing this sort of response from them, they've seemed okay. Could you ask them if they know about any Duragar villages nearby, or a bit deeper?
He turns to them. He's kind of. You see them talking. You see one of them kind of gets a bit apprehensive, and you see Rain kind of seemingly gets a bit more frustrated at this second. And she responds back to the group. Apparently there is no Duragar villages this far below. There are a lot more north, or apparently.
I'm not sure how I
From
feel
what
about that. Wait.
From what I've been told, the Duragar apparently a couple of years ago got enslaved by the elves and were used to basically be slave catchers.
Did Mordfell tell us how long he'd been up? At all?
No, he said he recently came up, I believe.
That motherfucker. Maybe we should just go and dump him then. Okay, well that's concerning. I hate this
Welcome
place.
to the story arc that got abandoned.
I hate this place. I hate this
In
place.
case anyone's curious, that was entirely James's idea.
Can I flip and tell her then? Well, would you like? I don't know. Would a Duragar body help you in any way? Because we had one leading us down here. Turns out he was going to betray us. Fucking asshole.
I personally just let the thing rot. Don't throw it down the middle, because otherwise the spiders get it.
True. Then it just goes back home. I'm gonna reach into the bag at Mordfell, pull out Mordfell, just in front of them, and I'm gonna start acid splashing his body until it disintegrates. Now I realise I might not have said this out loud to you lot as I turn to look at everyone else.
I kind of say Abraham just looks horrified.
Turns out the Duragar are working with the elves, and that he was going to lead us down there to be presumably captured or worse. Now he's a mush. I'm like kicking him as I do it. I'm not one for betrayal, I'll tell you that much. I'm like melting his head in front of everyone. He ain't coming back. Not this guy. Imagine telling us that you could give us diamonds to bring, and Oberon just flies into a run.
Abraham is angry and mortified and saddened.
So, fun thing, there wasn't any diamonds in the Duragar village.
No way.
Oh my god. I think we should just end it there. End it there.
No, no.
I just want to see James' reaction coming back to seeing this.
I think Al will.
Abraham says one of the rough, nasty things he said. I'm glad that spider killed him.
True. Like, Oberon's flying off the rail at this point. He's just like, imagine come and find out. You fucking find us. You tell us that you give us diamonds. He's not happy.
Just 1 second, I gotta make
Well-
sure.
And I just look at Emerance. Welcome to the party, Emerance.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Just another
Die hard.
Tuesday morning.
Oh, one second.
It was quite funny because it was quite a heartwarming moment when James, like, because we introduced Maudfell and Maudfell has joined the party, and Rain gives her like, "Oh, I'll help you guys," and if Maudfell was as well, it's like, "Oh," but someone mentioned, "Oh, this is quite a nice moment." I was sitting there going, "Oh, oh."
Joke's on him. Imagine giving us all of your money to buy potions with, just to die. What a fucking chump.
To be fair, I did confirm with James if he wanted to bring Morphle back. He did not.
Yeah, I'm imagining that Aubrun takes a good 5 minutes to just air it all out. It's very cathartic. After that sort of pass, like, ignoring that puddle on the floor there. These guys have offered to take us with them. They did offer that, right?
They would say yes.
Or we can follow them back to the Sacred Order, where they may or may not be able to assist us with other stuff. Mushroom head, that was it. Sorry, I got very out of this asshole. He's really thrown me off.
You do see that they are still slightly cautious of you guys. Like, it's not as though they're not comfortable yet. They're just kind of, they're existing, and they don't mind you coming with them. They want to help you.
Please apologise for what they just had to witness. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, they basically said if we want to go with them, it's on our way anyway. We may as well go. It's safer in numbers. Is my two pence for that.
You do see the two of them give you Abraham and Garrick small vials. It's like, drink this. It should delay the effects. Are you going to drink it?
I presume Garrick would just chug it. I don't know how he would react to that, really. He's got 9 intelligence. Does have 15 wisdom,
Abraham?
though.
Are you drinking it?
I want to say that he's just left for a second, but he's quite a trusting character as well, right? He'd probably do it.
We'll just
I
drink
just want to make
it.
sure.
That's fine. I mean, we can just say that Garrick's had a chug and Abraham's hanging onto it for a second.
All right.
So we're going with them, yeah?
If we're lucky, we might be able to leave Errol in their care, while we inevitably have to go and assault this bloody elf place. Or they might have a better way of retaining the current state, so that I can put her in the bag.
So, you start.
Do you have any duct tape?
Eat. Can you imagine Erin waking up? She's been revived. She's gonna rip this fucking duct tape off her head.
It's just in her hair as well. Oh.
Just kill me! I don't want to deal with this.
Out of goodwill, I'll say to Brain, ask them if any of them have any gear that needs repairing. I can do that on the fly, as a gesture of goodwill. And if they do, I'll do mending on whatever they have.
One of the plague doctor-looking people do come over to you with that offer and takes off his mask. And he seems to take a huge breath before he takes it off and gives it to you. Like, he looks like he's holding his breath and he's waiting for you very quickly.
I'll do it, but while I'm doing it, I'm saying to Rain, tell him this takes a minute.
He's watching you. And you see his face start to go a bit red.
Red. There's tears in his eyes. I'm like, oh god. Yeah, I'll do that.
He takes the mask back on. You see him just collapse, breathing into the mask.
Interesting. They have little gas masks to not have to have mushroom lungs. You know what? I like these guys. They seem okay. They do look weird though. Not a fan of the aesthetic. I like swans.
Oh!
I like trees and swans.
Right. All right. I'd say you guys probably start traveling off. Like you do see that the other plague, like while you kind of the group was doing all of this nonsense, the other plague doctor was still harvesting like different forms of fungus.
Oh yeah, I mean if they want help with stuff like that as well, we can. I'm sure. Between us, give them a hand.
They do kind of arrogantly look at you. It's like, do you actually know the fungus is down here?
I don't know the funguses. I mean, you can point them out to us. I can make stuff. I made these goggles, and I point to Abraham's goggles. He can see in the dark now. Magic.
All right. Why don't you give me a nature check then?
Nature check. I'm okay at them. I'm okay at them. 13.
All right. You were able to find some of the fungus that he's like. He tends to rain, and obviously with rain, kind of it's a bit of a mistranslation, you know, but it's not perfect. You find some of the funguses, and like you see him kind of pick out the funguses that you give to him, and he kind of like chucks them away. He looks at the ones he still has left, and gives a nod, gives you a thumbs up, and then just puts them into his satchel.
He's back.
No.
So, Abraham,
Yes.
you were given a potion by one of these plague doctors. Are you going to drink it? You've been told it's been related to the brain fungus.
It's supposed
Are
to
the plague doctor's still here?
reduce the
Yes.
effect.
Reduces the effect. It doesn't get rid of it completely.
No, it's meant to like slow it down.
Okay. Well, yes, I will drink it then.
Okay.
They seem pretty
you
chill
have
so
drunk?
far. So far.
You drunk it. Your heart stops. No.
Give it half an hour. Once Abraham and Garrick pass out, that's when we know.
You feel the presence of the kind of the buzzing and the voice in your head just disappear.
Ah, well,
Ooh, that's pretty good.
that's an odd sensation.
Like, you know, you finally feel like you're not hearing the AOL sound from Garrick anymore. Like you finally hear a kind of a quiet,
Silence.
a quiet that you've not heard in like a day and a half. 2 days now, I think. Imagine it's probably what like it feels like you're getting rid of tinnitus at one stage.
So this is what silence sounds like.
All right.
Yes, this is nice.
So, I think we should probably call it here. Like, if you guys are just going to travel along with,
I think we're all happy. Are we all happy to go with these guys to their town, their place?
Yeah. Well, they've helped.
Yeah, I mean they're on the way to where we need to go anyway.
Yeah.
I think they seem pretty chill.
And
My plan worked.
Safety in numbers, exactly. It was all the juggling. That
That
juggling.
was what it was. Threw them
So
off so
save
that
the
they
day.
were. It made them vulnerable,
Exactly.
and vulnerable people
It
love
was-
to help.
So weirded out by you that they were ready to talk to me, an elf.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's all part of the plan.
Genius,
It's all
man! I
part
knew
of the
exactly what I
plan.
was doing, and anyone that says differently is a liar.
I always believed in you.
by the way, as you are traveling away, you do notice that the kind of guy with the long sword, he's very much keeping the plague doctors and the group on the other side from Auburn.
This is understandable, but still, fuck you. Oh, every now and then I like try and wander closer to just to, like, ooh, here I come. This hole's done things to Auburn,
Yeah, he's got fucking weird, isn't he?
and he's got cave madness.
He's gonna go back to the Feywild and they're like, Auburn? Is that you?
It's like, help me! He's gonna start losing his hair soon. Oh. Right, well, if we're ending there, that's a good place to end, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That was very good. Lots of RP, we got some stuff. I will say I'd probably stamp on Mordfel's puddle one more time before we go. Fucking asshole.
Jesus.
Like, I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. Yeah, that's good stuff. The next one, obviously, is New Year's Day, so we won't be doing that one. I'm not sure about the next one after that. We'll have to see. So it might be a while before
It would.
we have another session. Another session. So follow me on the Twitters. Find out there. It's been a pleasure, everybody. Goodbye.